Okay, so our second stage of writing an essay is we call collecting information, and this is the most important stage because this is where you accumulate, you gather all you have in your mind about that topic, and this actually is important because it constitutes the facts and figures and all the things, authentic data or information that you have about something. You get it here in this stage. If you don't consider these steps, so normally we've seen that people write their essays or other writings, but there are no organized data in that. They just jump from one place to another. This phase in writing your essay is about actually preparation, collecting your data and then putting it into order. So this is a place for scratching your head, I'd call it this way. So here you collect all that you have in your mind, but that is dispersed in your mind, so you bring it to a single point or a single place. So now how do you do this? For this we have different techniques that we're going to talk about, that we're going to discuss in a while, but if you can see here in this stage, the writer thinks, searches and collects relevant information about the topic. Relevant information, like you get all that you have in your mind and then you check it if it is serving the purpose that you want it to serve or not. If it does, so you keep it, and if it doesn't, so you discard that. So let's move forward and start with the techniques. So here is the first one, and that is free writing, not free writing. Okay, so as the first stage was pre-writing, and that was about before starting to write, it was about setting the limits or setting the limits or thinking about the topic that you're going to discuss. But in this stage, and particularly in this technique, the free writing, let's first read it. Free writing is the stage that lets you write what comes to your mind related to the topic. Free writing lets you write whatsoever comes to your mind, irrespective of spelling, grammar, or punctuation. The writer feels free to write what comes to his mind. When you start writing, ideas will emerge automatically into your mind, and when you stop writing, look for ideas which you can include in your essay. Okay, so free writing, as the very name suggests, it's about thinking about the topic and then jotting down whatever comes to your mind, irrespective of any rules. You're not supposed to look for the spelling or of grammar or punctuation, but whatever comes to your mind, you have to write it on a page, which later on you can organize. Later on you select important things out of that, the things that you think or you consider important. You only select that and develop your essay about that. So in this technique, through this technique rather, you just think about the topic, okay, and whatever comes to your mind that you have in your mind, whatever that is, whether that is serving the purpose, whether that is I'd say good or bad, but just write that. And because selecting out of it the things that are important is a later process that you would do quite later, but at this particular moment, you have to only focus on the topic, and whatever is related to that topic that you have in your mind at that time, just write it down on a page. Okay, so through this way, you are actually searching for things that would automatically emerge in your mind, and it happens when you write one thing, so many things related to it comes to your mind, and it would also serve as an outline for you, because you would have these things on a page with you that you can later use. You can later select something from. Now, okay, So I hope this free writing is clear. If not, so let me have a bit of a recapitulation of what we just did. In free writing, you just focus on the topic that you're going to talk about, that you're going to discuss, or that you're going to write your essay about, and you just go on writing whatever comes to your mind. You are not supposed to think about the spelling or grammar or punctuation, or whether something's good or bad, whether something can be used or not. Whatever you have in your mind, you just write it down, and later you have to develop your essay out of those things that you have written, or the things that were related to the topic that you wrote on a page. Thank you. We would move to another stage now.